For my presentation, I decided to do a PowerPoint on Zoom. So to start off, the types of word parts, there is a word roots. The definition is cannot stand alone, basic meaning of the word, and it describes a part of the body that is involved. For an example, gingiv means gums, kel means tumor, and ren means kidney. To go on, for combining form, the definition is includes a vowel, usually an O, added to the end of the word root. For an example, gingiv /O, kel /O, ren /O. And then those combined means suffix, definition added to the end of a word. For an example, itis means inflammation, gram, recording, pathy, disease. So if you were to go from the root word in the suffix that I gave an example for, it's gingivitis, cardiogram, and neuropathy. I think that's how you say it. For a prefix, the definition is added to the beginning of the word. So for an example, gingiv, hypo, micro. For gingiv, it's pertaining to the gum. Hypo means below and micro means small. How to build terms. What you want to do when you are building a term is make sure there's a prefix, word root, and suffix. Sorry, I've tried to get these words down, but some of them I don't know how to say still, like this one. Epigastralgia, I think. Anyways, the prefix is epi, which means above. The word root is gastric, means stomach, and algia means pain. So that word means pain above the stomach. For abduction, ab means away from. Duct means to lead / carry. Ion means process. So processing of leading or carrying away from. And then there's subgastric. Sub means under, gastros means stomach, and ic means pertaining to. So right here it says pertaining to under the stomach. How to break down a term, you want to look for the root, the prefix, and the suffix. So on the in the red over here, it says osteoarthritis. I don't really know how to say it. So you just kind of want to break down how you would try to pronounce the word. That's how you would want to break it down. So that's an example right there, and it means inflammation of bone and joint. And then for the right side, the word is intravenous. And then below, that's how you would break it down. And then pertaining to within a vein is what the definition of that word is. So these are the similar terms that look alike, but mean different, that I chose because I have trouble with these ones because if you just glance at it, it kind of looks the same. So for the first one, arterio /O, it means artery. And then arthur, O means joint. And then in the green, it says hyper, which means high, and hypo means below. And then in the gray, it's hemat means blood, and hepat means liver. So the terms that we had to get the definition, an example of the word, and what it means. So for gram, it's to record or picture. And then the word that I came up with for gram would be electrocardiogram, which means picture or record of the heart. For graph, it's the instrument used to record. So I picked electrocardiograph. And that means an instrument used to record the heart. And then for graphy, it is to record. And the word I chose was electrocardiogram, and that is record of the heart. So I kind of did all the same meaning. So it's all for the heart, but just changed the suffix. So gram, graph, and graphy are suffixes for the word that means heart. The other terms are scope and scopy. Scope means see, and then a word that I came up with for scope was microscope. And the meaning is to enlarge an image. For scopy, the definition is viewing, and the word I chose was colonoscopy, which means just a larger scope. So microscope you look into when you're trying to find, when something is really small, you use a microscope and it will enlarge the image so it's easier for you to see. And then for colonoscopy, it's just a larger scope, just like a microscope. It does the same thing. And then the other terms was tomy, ectomy, and stomy. Tomy means cutting into, so the word I used was colotomy, and that word means cutting into the colon. For ectomy, it means surgical removal, and the word I chose was colectomy, and it surgically removed the colon. And for stomy, the definition is creation of an opening, and the word I chose was colostomy, which is creation of opening the colon. So just like the other word I used, they all mean of the beginning, all means for the colon, it just changes the suffixes. And that is my presentation on the medical terminology, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.